Bladepoint Pro League solos. Game number 2 is on its way, and we quickly see it here. Both of these players fighting for these fireflies. Fong has no weapon in hand. I believe T225 and Fong both get one each. Action gets caught off the whisk there from Mike. Mike on the Tomok for game number 2. Has a blue longsword in hand. Action with blue fan. Does have the armor advantage action, but Mike now looking like he wants to get aggressive here. What a nice crouch wait up there to try to get the prio. He does manage to catch it once again. Goes for the aerial grapple 1.0 off the blue longsword. And that's gonna take up a lot of damage onto action. Wang Liang now the third party moving on in. Chooses Mike, but does get that vibe check. Does see who is weaker. The Tesla in the back end from Wang Liang. And action now on the run for the time being. Needs to be real careful in the follow-up hit there from the pole sword. And Wang Liang snags up the kill there from Mike. And Mike is not happy about this. Does get cut off by the Tesla ultimate as well. Mike now is going to try to back up. He has the F to iframe it. He does manage to do so. There it is. Does not get cut out with that ultimate. And this is a counter to Tesla ultimate. It's at Tomok. And now Mike with a big massive jump air onto Wang Liang with a 2.0 follow-up as well. They're canceling it. And the overhaul LMB focus from Mike there, staying composed and taking out the elimination there for himself.
Oh my goodness, Mike coming in and like you said, showing us exactly why Temmie is played into Tesla lobbies, being able to use that F to go ahead and come through there. CDY there with the roar, not going to connect on to JDG's Zhuzheng. Zhuzheng will find the connection with their F though. CDY coming in with the ultimate. He's clearly got those fireflies, was able to win out there, getting a little bit of healing. He's able to connect onto the first feed. He's looking for the next pounce here onto Zhuzheng. He's going to find it. There we go. The uppercut. Will he go into the ultimate off of it? He will, ladies and gentlemen. Huge damage going to come down onto Zhuzheng, and Wolves takes control of this fight. Oh my goodness, he flips it from 0 to 100. Ladies and gentlemen, Wolves CDY comes out on top.
Wow, the TOD comes into play. Mike already invested his ultimate. Big whiff there, follow-up RB as well. Mike, clean elimination onto Frostivus. Frostivus is going to fall inside that Tomoko ultimate. Another whisk catch there from Mike. A triple whisk catch there from Mike. A quadruple whisk catch there from White. She's just keeping him there in the corner. PSC cannot move. He cannot play the game. Just going to catch over and over again with those Tomoko whisks there from Mike. And Mike is able to create some space here, able to get a little quick reset in. PST still on the backside. GG Shaw now in the mix. GG Shaw looks like he might want to get aggressive onto one of these players, but this might be bad for Mike. Mike does not have that ultimate online opposed from PST, but Mike might be running rage. Already 43% on that ultimate. Could have been the bloom that he picked up earlier, but Mike now he's gonna get aggressed on by GG Shaw. LMB Pro here from Mike does manage to get a little bit of damage in the corner there from the nunchucks, and GG Shaw using that effort movement. We see him there with the shield going around the hut there. Does manage to catch the scale rush. GG Shaw now trying to create some space here in the outskirts of Morris Isle. PSC now trying to get aggressive onto Mike, but Mike gets that armor swap. PSC getting very aggressive here. PSC now swings out the LMB focus, does not catch him. Mike now needs to try to back up, trying to look for another armor swap. There is a common one, but it's like PSC is going to snag that up. He said, thank you very much. I'm going to take that. But Mike now has that F to try to get some space on top of his little hut. But Mike now looks like he has two aggressive players on him. Needs to try to back up right now. It might be in a big situation, but 85% here for this ultimate to come back online for himself. PSC still has his eyes on the Tomo. GG Shaw as well does manage to get some damage in. Cannon shots flying on in. PSC still trying to get anything up onto Mike, but Mike is not letting him have it. Gets the double LMBs. Does not manage to catch the uppercut because of the terrain. The RB span off the dual blades, and Mike spins back the LMB focus onto GG Shaw. He's making these people work for this elimination. We have a Rondo now, our winner from game number 1, showing up, and Runekeeper might just manage to stay up at any means necessary each time. He just stays in place and stays composed, and does manage to still not fall down very weak to get full focus. And look at this this man just playing exceptionally well right now. He does drop a little bit more now, but Mike still is going to create some space. PST is going to force his ultimate. He's going to go ahead and counter ult now with his Tomo. Gets hit by the RB focus off the fan there from GG Shaw, and now PSC against GG Shaw. The B2 comes in there for PSC. Arano trying to snag up some damage in, and PSC doing a big hit there from the Sky Watch into the follow-up RB, and GG Shaw with elimination on the board for himself.
Oh my goodness, the fight's going absolutely crazy here. Those fireflies coming in clutch for these players. As we see multiple ults coming in. Shaw here with that blue fan here. I don't think Mike expected that fan to reach as far as it did and catch him out there once he invested the ultimate. Unfortunately for Mike, that does mean he's going to be heading back to the soul altar. He does still have a resurrection under his belt, thankfully. Heading in here, we do have zone 1 collapsing onto zone 2, so these resurrections going to be on their way out the door very soon, but that also means the Realm of Yang going to be on their way in very soon. And of course, with that change coming in, that means there are 3 Realms of Yang. Frostivus here, able to tap dodge away from the WBG Spider ult and get away there. Spider, though, trying to keep the pressure up on Frostivus. Frostivus not going to be given time to heal there. The Clank coming through. The bow shot's going to secure it for Spider there. Frostivus thought he was going to go for the blue check there, and he tap dodges backwards into the immediate bow shot. With the follow-up Clank is all he needs to pick up the elimination. DRG Fang on the move here now, as we do see GG Shaw still trying to keep this engagement from earlier going. Gonna invest the F into F there, though, so Fong gonna keep things alive here, but needs to be careful. EWG's Arano, the winner from game at number 1, slides in as Fong able to get one of those shield bots off, able to get, I do believe, a mini health off, and is now going to try to heal the rest of the way up. Arano doesn't want to fully invest in the fight with GG Shaw nearby, wants to make sure they are topped off at this stage of the game, because there's still going to be plenty of resources around for them to pick up later, and every HP is going to count moving into these fights. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 portals for the Realm of Yang coming through, and that's going to be 3 full Realms of Yang here as we move into zone number 2. You can see OG's Mike, KLA's T225 moving towards the one in the north. Baoda, Wolf, CDY moving towards this one here in the deep south, and then over to the west side or southwest we have GG Shot, EWG's Arano looking to head towards their respective portal entrance as well. J Team's PSD looking to head towards a portal all by himself. Wang Liang holding out here, decides he wants to take that Moore's Blessing, does not want to head into the Realm of Yang. And here we go, Shaw and Arano going to head in. It's going to be GG Shaw versus EWG's Arano. This was a fight we saw breaking out quite a bit earlier. Now they finally decided they're going to finish it out inside the Realm of Yang.
First Realm of Yang of game number 2. Arano and GG Shaw first started up high. Both shot for pistol shots here. Both players training out these range damage. Both sides trying to lock in that chip damage for each of themselves. But Arano, look at them. They're like twins right now. Both shot, range shots, scout rushing at the same time. These players already know that this is not going to be an easy task for them. And Arano has not been able to catch anything right now. He does manage to get the grapple spam, and GG Shaw's going to be forced to pop this F. He said an F to go behind the next pillar, but Arano reads it perfectly there and instantly scale rushes. He catches the pile into the ultimate, does not go for the freeze. He could have raw dragon off of that. He was looking for it, but GG Shaw now does manage to get this ultimate off for himself as well. There goes the 1 from the Hong Shore off of this as well. The follow does not connect. The F does though, and that's the repile off of this F, and that's big damage there from GG Shaw. And Arano's going to use one of his dashes to try to create some space, but the cannon shot there from GG Shaw. Beautifully played here on top of the pillar there. Perfectly reads up, becomes out victorious in his Realm of Yang. And what a showing there from GG Shaw.
Oh my goodness, that if they don't run that back in the playback, oh my, that cannon shot, that was perfect chef kiss as we move on to Bow Section versus Wolves CDY here. Oh my goodness, GG Shaw just on it in this game. He has decided he wants to make a comeback, ladies and gentlemen. 3 eliminations under his belt already. Action here. Looking to come in. Wolf CDY, there we go. That roar we talked about catches Action completely off guard. Doesn't think Wolves can make a play from that position. He's able to force to invest the freeze to get away from the potential follow-up. The Honks are going to come through and catch a slash into the back of Balda's Action. Both of them going to take the time to take the reset here. Balda not quite getting the full reset, but much more happy with his position in life now. Now we're going to see coming in Action, trying to find something off of the staff. CDY knows how to take advantage of it, though. There's the F, the follow-up. There we go. Gonna get a ton of damage. Will find that shield elimination. CDY gonna back away here. Doesn't look like he wants to full commit to this fight as we move over to KLA's T225 WBG Spider. KLA coming in overhead here with the spear. Gonna find that overhold for quite a bit of damage. WBG Spider, though, with the legendary spear, looking to do the same. We will see the ult invested come in. He's going to be forced to let him take that to create some distance. Comes in, finds the armor swap off of the box. T225, not the only player in contention now as EWG's Arano shows up, looking to come in here and find some scraps from the box. Arano needs to cleanse that lovely Yang depletion, so he is either waiting to find a way to pick up the elimination or slide in and pick up the soul boom from whoever loses the fights. T225, oh my goodness, the huge pistol shots coming in from Arano as well. Just leave Spider completely vulnerable here. There's no place for him to go. Oh my goodness, Arano able to pick up the elimination, but he's not going to be able to get the blue. No, he does. Does he? Yes, he does. Oh my goodness. Mid-air, he was able to make that out and clutch it out. T225 now, though, gonna have to deal with Arano off the back of this. He's coming in. He still has the ult. He's gonna catch the refreeze here onto T225 into the carousel re-follow-up. Grapple bump. Here it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Going airborne. Looks for the follow-up. Doesn't find the R&B. Full charge off of it, but so much damage converted from it onto T225. He just needs to take control of the neutral one more time. But T225 putting in work with the spear. The spear combos you almost never see coming out. And Arano, oh my goodness, all the advantage he had going away, but the pistol shots coming in. Arano converts it into another kill. Gonna find the Soul Bloom as well. He's gonna hold on to it. No, he's not. He sees the potential threat over the hill. And EWG Arano at it again with 2 eliminations. Yang depletion cleared off. He's back into this game.
Wow. What a beautiful way to pick up that Soul Bloom as well. He gets an extra dash picking up that Soul Bloom. He used one to try to get that elimination and to start off with. He is running that V2, picks up that Soul Bloom, gets a second extra dash for the follow-up, and he manages to convert onto T225 to get that TOD potential and drops his HP very, very low there, catching the reprow to the back-to-back RMBs from that long sword. And we see Arano doing a very, very good job staying composed there with his back towards the wall. And we saw him there cleansing that Yang depletion, plus picking up another elimination, and that's not another better way that he could have that for himself. He already has 2 on the board for game number 2. WBG Spider did get taken out, but he did have the Vermilion's Bird's Might buff, so he is safe for the time being. Now we have our second Realm of Yang spawning for game number 2. It looks like WBG Spider is starting to move on in to take his second chances back in there once again. Wang Liang as well in the top realm forming up right there, as well as I believe Chazong and Mike might be fighting for that middle right Realm of Yang. Arano and GG Shaw also in range to be able to get inside the Realm of Yang. But wow, what a showing so far from these players. Arano still not letting go of the gas pedal. 2 eliminations right now. 9 players still remain for game number 2 on the Justina, showing up here with just a blue longsword. And he was going against T225 with that gold spear, as well as he had the gold jade there, the martial art jade for the spear. And I mean, he's staying composed, and the damage output is there for Arano, and we see it here. WB Spider, I believe he's practicing that 2-1. Yes, he is, with the spear, trying to go into the uppercut to the instant focus from an uppercut from a spear or staff. We see him there just getting the tech in play for him, that muscle memory coming back. If you guys don't know, the timing of that is, that's a cheeky after from Chazon. That is a cheeky after from Chazon. Make sure he gets in that realm. But you got to do what you got to do in this realm. And our second Realm of Yang is about to inform OUG's Mike against JDG Chazon. Runekeeper, who do you give this Realm of Yang to?
This is going to be really interesting. Temmie, not potentially one of those characters that really wants to take Realms of Yang, but it is OUG's Mike, right? This guy just has such a control over the game that he's able to make it happen. Right now, Chu Zhang, though, coming in there, we are going to see the ult invested. This is going to buy Mike a little bit of protection on the outside. Chu Zhang, none of those ult charges left coming back in. He still has ult duration left, though. Chu Zhang going to go ahead and get the full reset. Mike able to do basically the same, though. We're going to see the first Wisp invested. Unfortunately, he mistimes the ult a little bit, so he's not going to get the rebump back onto the Wisp here. And Chu Zhang still being an ult. This is very unfortunate. This is what I talked about. Hard for Temmies to make it happen. Mike, though, might make it happen there, coming in with the carousel into the grapple rebump, but unfortunately, Chu Zhang coming in, going to catch the uppercut. The F comes back off of cooldown just in time. He missed the Wisp, but he's going to be able to use that as an opportunity. The scale rush comes in. Mike just holding on for dear life here. Just any little thing might be enough. We're going to see Chu Zhang looking to go for the parry off the scale rush coming in. Oh my goodness, there it is. It's so, wait, what just happened? Oh my goodness, Chu Zhang gets griefed by weird terrain interaction. Mike absolutely should be dead there. He does finally go down. Oh my goodness, could you imagine if Chu Zhang loses the Realm of Yang to that?
Oh my god, he was like instant teleported on top of the pillar there. That would have been heartbreaking there for Chazong if he would have been taken out off of it. He drops very low. But Arano now against CDY. CDY does want to get aggressive here. Arano with a nice scale rush here. We've seen him time and time here using his building as movement. CDY on the Akos, trying to see if he can catch anything for himself. T225 in the mix. Chazong, OUG's Mike as well. A lot of players in this area of the map currently. OUG's Mike still with blue armor. I believe everybody around him has purple. Does Want to see if he can try to pick an elimination here on the board for himself. He does have 2 currently. He does also have that Yang depletion timer on his back. 3 minutes and 35 remaining. Chazon with a nice F there onto T225. And now it looks like OUG's might pass his eyes onto T225 with a massive R&B there from the Halberds. And now T225 is going to be forced to pop this Xiaoyo ultimate. And OUG's might trying to create some space here, still trying to apply the pressure, but making sure he does not get called out. And T225 now might be in big trouble. Ronald with massive cannon shots there inside that building. T225 now looks like he wants to get aggressive off this ultimate as well. Still has 3 of those ults online for himself. The timer is running out pretty quickly. GG Shaw, OUG's might, and Bauda's action still moving up on the map, but it looks like OUG might have the bad end of the stick right now. Might have both of these players here trying to focus him. OUG might loses a lot of that blue armor, trying to get another common armor swap. He does currently, but Bada's action lets loose a blue LMB focus there from the longsword, spins it back to the LMB focus to the cancel. Oh, he tries to read the focus there, but it does not bite. Actually with nice composure, and OUG's might is gonna be forced to pop this Tumult ultimate, goes inside the Temi wall, does not throw down the wisp, manages to just pop a blue powder here. Action does have that range on the longsword to get some damage onto Might, but he's gonna get punished for it. Now Might is gonna throw back-to-back wisp, and now Action getting hit by 2 bow shots to the backside. He might be in big trouble with a nice ship there from Action, and now Might might be in big trouble this time around. Now gets hit with another bow shot from GG Shaw, and it's just constant pressure. 2 minutes and 11 seconds for OUG's Might here to try to get some going for him, and now the F is gonna be called in. Scale rush from the goal post for a big damage. OUG's Might trying to stay alive, trying to fight for his life right now, trying to go inside the zone to try to go around, but he drops very low. Bow shot does not connect there, does not have time to pick up the elimination or anything. Action is gonna get elimination onto Mike, and that's just super unfortunate there for Mike, Runekeeper.
Oh my goodness. I mean, Mike was in a bad way coming outside that realm of Yang, unfortunately. Like I said, going into the realm of Yang as Temi, extremely risky given what's present here in the lobby. You know, if anybody could have come out on top, it was Mike, but unfortunately for him, he pressures a little too soon after popping the ult. Xu Zhang doesn't have ult charges left, but he still has ult duration left, so he's just able to utilize those jumping left clicks to absolutely dominate the realm of Yang. Speaking of Xu Zhang dominating right now, he's dominating our boy T225 KLA. WBG Spider tries to throw the ult in to bait something out there, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to connect, so he's just going to back away from it all and decide to move away. As we move over to GG Shaw, Balda's action coming in onto the Sheol. We're going to see the Sheol ult invested as well as the F, and Balda's action just able to almost completely outrun him and turn around with the freeze, able to catch out GG Shaw. He doesn't have another dash left in, unfortunately, so now he's gonna have to deal with that Shay ultimate. A teleport coming in, there we go. We're gonna see him just gently tap the shift key there to get away from the teleport. Now he needs to take control of this, but it's gonna go into the zone. This could be bad. Bala's action, no! He does go down the server tick. Oh my goodness, I saw it coming. What an unfortunate way to go out.
Wow. He manages to stay up, catches the prio, finishes the job, but half of the body went inside the zone, and he was fairly weak and gets taken out there by the zone. That is super unfortunate for GG Shaw. 4 eliminations on the board for himself there going into game number 2, or concluding game number 2 for himself. And wow, that is super sad for him. He tried to tap dodge in the zone. It was just 1 second from staying up, and unfortunate enough for him, he is going to be eliminated at the game number 2. Now top 5 for game number 2. These players trying to wait and see who bites for this blessing here. A lot of these players just waiting it out. You see 2 players posting up on the top hill here. We have a player on the ballista, I believe. I heard a ballista being shot. Chazong, Arano just waiting this out, trying to see if there's anybody who's going to try to go and try to get the resources off of this. I believe there is a gold armor in there, random bane as well near the blessing. So this is going to be high risk, high reward to try to get any materials or resources from this blessing. Wang Liang super close, might want to try to go in now to try to get something out of this, but these players are just waiting out, and Wang Liang knows it for sure. He's just trying to see if anything gets thrown at his direction right now, and just R&B's in and instantly gets grappled by Murano, and he knows that these players are going to try to get aggressive onto this. He does manage to get the gold armor, and that's all he really wanted off of this. He's going to be able to back up for the time being. Arano and Chazong both starting to move on in, try to get some jades and that gold staff in there. Whatever that it's able to be scavenged off of this blessing is going to be taken up very quickly, and these players are very, very fast when it comes down to these blessings, picking up the materials off of this. Arano does get that purple armor swap, loses all that purple armor, but does get another one back in. Arano She's gonna count his blessings here. He's gonna just off what he gets or what he has. Just gonna back up, and what a game number 2 right now. Ronald 2 eliminations currently right now for game number 2. Top 5 remaining. Still a very, very good game for himself with a massive showing earlier of staying up against T225, staying inside his game, and now he's just playing the tempo game here, waiting for the zone to completely close. WBG Spider with 4 eliminations. Wolves is a CDY with 2. JDG Chazon with 4. XCG's Juan Leon with 1. That's going to be 2 Aquases, and we have 2 Tessas and 1 Lone Wolf Justina on the field. This is going to be a quick replay from the, I believe this is the second Roma Yang. Oh, this is the first Roma Yang earlier. WBG Spider against J-Team's PST. F called in for PST. WBG Spider is going to get hit off that F with the knockback. R&B focus gets parried. PST has that F to stay safe, and Spider now overholding, trying to catch something for himself with a nice shift parry down to PST, forcing that ultimate. And what a ult there from WBG Spider. As soon as he's here, the sound cue, he instantly ults, catches the prior once again to the LB focus, and that was beautiful there from WBG Spider, quickly calling in that Tesla ultimate to stop any lunges from that Aqua's ultimate there. That was insane.
Yeah, that was absolutely clean. Not only that, you know, Tessa, when you're in that tether, right, once it pops, there's a damage threshold that if you go over, you immediately break. What do you see WBG Spider do? He taps them twice with the left click, just barely staying under the damage threshold so he can reposition and get that LMB focus out on top of it, maximizing the amount of damage that he actually gets out of his charm. Huge. This is why WBG Spider, one of the best players in the world. And you know, this is something we're really starting to see coming out from these players, is some really strong player identities, right? All of them very, very mechanically gifted players, but we're starting to see play styles emerge that really separate them from these other players that have just about equal you know, mechanical skill coming in. They now have their sort of preference in how they take fights and the way they do things. Spider is one of those players, for me, that his game knowledge absolutely maximized in situations like that, as well as he knows how to position players into negative terrain. And what I mean by negative terrain is terrain where he's able to take the advantage. Like we saw at the very beginning of this match, where he was able to catch the player coming off the top of the tree and it just come in with the grapple bump to secure the elimination here as well, right? He knows that he's going to catch Fang walking off the top side there and is able to absolutely just capitalize on it. Yeah, oh my goodness, the dodge there through that, so clean. Comes in, not quite able to convert the F there. We're going to see the armor swap. Will convert the ult. He sees Fang looking to come outside and knows this is an opportunity where Fang not going to be able to tap dodge out of it. Sets up the Dragon Slayer into Nej's might. Probably one of the only heroes in solos that could realistically pull that off. And again, that comes to terrain knowledge. And this is what I'm talking about. Spider knows how to position players into what I call negative terrain, where it is bad for the players to be there, and Spider knows how to capitalize on it. Just like if you catch somebody in a juggle, right, with the grapple juggle going downhill, there's almost nothing they can do about it. As long as there is hill, they can chase you for infinity. We saw Spider do that earlier this week in one of his eliminations, and it really is starting to define WBG Spider's playstyle, catching these players out in negative terrain.
Wow. That dodge keeps replaying in my head. He went
right?
Jump L and B into the dodge to avoid that ult. That was clean for Spider there against T225. But now, the last and final moments of game number 2 are quickly coming to the end here. Zone 6 spreads in around 30 seconds. Arano drops very low, loses a lot of HP. All that armor is gone. Arano trying to pop one in really quick. Doesn't want to get one blue powder in for himself. And look at the damage coming into play. And Chazong, and that's super unfortunate for Arano. He is going to be eliminated there. Oh no, it's super early from this end circle to just get taken out here. And that's a quick elimination. Just gets hyper focused from every player on this left hand side. And Arano is going to fall for game number 2 with 2 eliminations. Currently with 22.3 overall points for himself. And Chosong just gets that care package and just gets the remaining resources there from Morano's body. And now top 4. The zone is still fairly big for 4 players remaining. Spider, Juan Leon, Chazong, and CDY all going to try to just play the pokage game right now. Chazong right now with 5 eliminations currently does have that good amount of eliminations for this game. He wants to secure the most the most multiplier points that he can to try to jump up on his leaderboard. We have Chazong and Wanliang getting aggressive outside of the zone. Wanliang with the gold armor, Chazong now with the gold fan as well, trying to get back to that full armor. CDY just claiming his area, and Spider as well. This is gonna be very interesting to see. I have no idea which way it's gonna go. If it's gonna go towards a Tesla or an Alcos, but we will quickly find out very soon. 50 seconds remain. CDY, Panda Man forced to pop his ultimate very quickly. Does not get hit by any of those. Oh yeah, he does. He gets clipped off the second one. CDY trying to interact, but Wanliang is gonna go ahead and overhaul. Oh my god, and that's big damage there with a blue pole sword. And now 3 remain. Oh my god, Runekeeper. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think it's gonna go towards the Tesla right here for this end circle.
Oh my goodness, absolutely insane there. Unfortunately, both Tessas locking on to CDY, locking him down. WBG Spider here, by the way, just happily trading Jades and stuff here. While these two trade blows, man, he knows how to just kind of stand in the middle of the room and be a wallflower and nobody's there. And he still has both of these players engaging onto each other, and Spider is going to come capitalize on Wang Liang's, and he still hasn't taken any damage. And Chu Zhang turns back on to Wang Liang. He's going to get an ult on to both players here. WBG Spider really locking it in. Chu Zhang will be able to cleanse just in time, and now Chu Zhang gonna send Wang Liang into the zone, but Chu Zhang is so low, I don't know if he can come back from this, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Wang Liang is gonna be able to get the ult out, lock it down, and Spider with the F secures the elimination, and I do believe that is gonna make WBG Spider your MVP for game number 2. The man, the myth, the legend is back, ladies and gentlemen.